On stage, how are people gonna see me? Like, what's gonna be the difference between me and other artists? Is like, am I really gonna make this up? Is it? I mean, so many. Not my physical appearance. I was made to feel that I'm a little bit different from other people and all these things. So because of this,
what were the things that you hold on that made you think like, no, I am not different? Get there.
That is it.
I want us to talk about Collabors.
Yeah.
Your collabos are always wicked. Let's start with the limbo one.
How
did that came? Nagori.
Sasta limbo. Tell them we no pal with no chicken net, boy. We no pal with no chicken net. Real Batman no pal with no chicken net, boy. We no pal with no chicken net. Well, young and smart, me no pal with a dopey den. Out and bad, what me sit on the bit again. Licks in can the way we roll, still about a them chicken at boy. Get cut a funeral again. Them dirt. Anytime I step in at the place,
Subscribe to the Citizen Audio.
If you're watching, please subscribe. And I'll subscribe Citizen Outlook.
This is Laxmiel, the one and only living legend representing for Citizens Outlook 100%. Please subscribe, follow, and press the button. Boom, for any notification. You don't know, last like this.
Badi ngono Citizen Outlook ni mo media ultime alo mo be nyanta like le mo be nyanta du natole mbe a promote nyola.
Yes. This is another episode of the meeting chat with Gambian musicians. Of course, you know the deal. I think this is the 5th or 4th episode. My name is Master Fo, and welcome to the Citizen Outlook. Of course, this evening my guest right here, is Laxmiel, one of the baddest dancehall MCs coming up. You know what I'm saying? I think we did 6 promising superstars, and he came number 2, definitely, man. And it took us months before we produced these 6 artists that we trust that can take Gambian music to another level. And I was so proud that you came too. That is very huge. But first of all, greet our citizens.
Well, Citizens Outlook, big blessings. I'm saying a very big hi. And I hope everyone is saying hello as well. And then that you are supporting Citizens Outlook, and then you making follow-ups. And yes, this is Laxmiel, representing 100%.
Yes.
Big love, last light zone.
Representing big love.
Big time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have talked to you on several times. We have interviews, I think, twice.
Yeah.
But this particular one, I want us to talk about Laxmiel. I want us to talk about where you started, how you started. Because to me, this is very important when you're coming up. Like, okay, we're rating you as a promising superstar. But yeah, in the next 5 years or 10 years to come, people will want to know how you got passion for this job. I would want to know the first day music came to you, and how did you feel about this, and what did you do?
Yeah, me, I've always been a music lover. I've always been loving music since I was younger. Anyway, since I was going to school, from primary, going to senior school, junior, and all these things, But then I'm representing a hood right now called Last Light Zone. It is not a music label. This is just a brotherhood that came together. Like we all live in the same environs. So
from where?
From Manjai. So we thought of maybe Master Fo being an artist from Manjai, Laxmiel as well. And you name them. So before we would all just go different ways, and we are doing the same thing. It's more wise and more okay to just create a movement, and just join hands and then just be helping one another. You know what I mean? Yeah, so this is how everything came. This was LLZ, big up to Rhyme J, Prince ML Pain Boy, and
which year was
myself. I can't remember, to be honest, I can't remember, but this is about, I'm telling you a scenario that had happened about let's say 5 years ago, when I was not even into music, so I was a big fan of LLZ, actually. So I will cram these people's musics, songs, get them offered and go to school. after classes, I'll be sitting behind the classrooms and freestyling the songs. So this is how, the inspiration came to me. People started telling me, wow, you're an artist, man. You can do this. You can be an artist. You can, munga dafli, I'm gonna things like this. And then I was like, what? I'm not an artist. I can't do this. This is not my way. Yeah, like this, we start to argue and stuff like that. But then one day, bro, I just sat down. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know how I was feeling. I just sat down and called Rhyme, who's the founder as well of LLZ.
The founder of that movement.
Yeah, that movement. I told him, bro, you know what? I want to be an artist. I want to start doing music now. I want to start making music. I was like, what? You? I was like, yeah, you were welcome, man. Anytime.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing that they know about me. Since I was going to school, I've always been that brilliant somebody. So maybe perhaps because of that, he believes, that I can be an artist or whatever. So this is how I came into the music scene, through Rhyme J, LLZ, and the family. I started doing music, album flowing, missing beats, missing kicks, you know what I mean?
But yeah.
Mixing up everything, chorus and verses and bars and all, But then they took their time with me and then applied patience. And with it, I was able to develop myself. And then, yes, I am where I am today.
But,
Definitely.
Let's talk about your first appearance on stage.
Yeah.
How did you feel, and what do you think people feel about you? The first day you step on stage.
Well,
I know you can be on your little corner writing songs, your boys be teasing you, boy, yangi over back.
Yeah.
But the first day you jump on that stage, you grab the mic. How do you feel? What do you think? How do you think the crowd, felt about you?
Well, before I had the microphone, it was more of being nervous. I was really nervous. And then this happened at Sukuta La Parada. There was a Got Talent, that schools Got Talent anyway. I was in SOS. I'm a product of SOS. I was in SOS junior school. So because of what I told you, me going to the backs of classrooms and freestyling and doing all these kind of things that are involved in music, they thought I was an artist. So when the competition came, they went straight to me. They came to me and told me, you know what? Well, this is for the school and you will definitely need to represent. You have to represent your school if you really love them, if you're really proud. I was like, man, I'm not an artist. I've been saying this over and over again. I'm not. I don't do music. They was like, no. This time, this is an opportunity. Go and prove yourself and make sure you go and bring victory here. So, yes, I was picked, I was selected. And then I went to La Parada. And when the time came for me to be on stage, before that, I was a little bit nervous. It's my first time. I've never had that experience. I don't know, looking at myself, how are people going to see me.
But after you jump out of the stage,
Yeah.
you get off out of the stage,
Yeah.
how do you feel towards the crowd, to whatever you did right after that?
Well, I really felt good. I was really feeling good because I had a good response from the crowd. People really loved what I do. I mean, before I even came off stage, I was already getting money on stage. You know what I mean? People were already coming and giving me money. Mind you, it is a Got Talent, but I mean, maybe because of what I've done, some people already had love, and then they started giving me money left and right. And everybody started cheering up, including my principal, and this is how everything was. I was like, wow.
And from that day,
from that day, I started grabbing the mic and I started busting up,
But
busting up stages.
I want us to take things by sequence from one step to another.
Yeah, sure.
After you get off from the stage, what did you think of next? I know you think of something.
Yeah, when I came off stage,
Record song.
I didn't record a song at first. I was kind of thinking like, wow, should I take this as a career? Like, should I do this? Like, the reason is by then I was still young in the brain. You know what I mean? And I was made to believe that I'm different from other people. You know what I mean? I had to sit and when I was on the way going home, I was questioning myself. I was like, yeah, should I do this? Should I not? Like, should I just stop right here? Should I push this further? So it was a whole room of questions, you know, in my mind. So I was like, yo, this and that. So, well, at some point, yes, I made up my mind that I can do this. I mean, I think the love I saw out there is huge. And then if I can push this further, then I can get something out of this. I can at least, not even talking about money or all these things, but I can inspire people. I can make a difference. I can be a voiceless of this, let's say, limited set of people and all these things. So, well then from there, yes, I went home and played the videos to my people and all the money thing coming, you know, people shouting. I was
I want to know your secret, because there are a whole lot of people like you, but for them to get out of the box that you did, it's so difficult. I am the same as every other person.
Well, I think this is a supernatural thing, because I've always believed in myself. Well, before I was into the music scene, I play football.
Oh, you used to play football?
Yes, and I can still play football. You know what I mean? So like, you know, it was just, you know, it was just the environment that I was found that was just limiting me up. But I've never limited myself in any way. You understand? I've always been this confident guy. And yeah, I've been representing, you know, I mean, even my neighborhood, when it comes to quiz competitions, I used to represent Manjai, I represent SOS. So I've never been doubting myself, actually. It was just the people that were around me that see me as a different somebody, but it has never been different to me. So because of this, I have, no, I never had this idea of me being different. I've always believed in myself, so that is my only secret. I have always been believing in myself. I've never doubted myself.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah. Definitely.
Let's talk about now the 4 songs. The 4 songs that you wrote. The 4 songs you wrote, because this is very important to me. What you're doing now, I just want to know whether this is the same Laxmiel when you first put a pen on the paper and said, you know what, I need to write music now. What was the first song?
The first song I did was Next to the Blow, and it is, let's say, now 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
About 3 years ago,
Okay.
you know, was the time when I wrote my first single song, entitled Next to the Blow. And the content was, you know, me coming up, you know what I mean? Believing in myself, believing that I can do this, seeing myself in a very, 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 I mean, long chain, in a very wide, you know, area, you know, on a very big stage and platform. I made myself, yes, the vision that I saw, I made myself, and I mean, I convinced myself to believe that I was going to be one of Gambia's, you know, biggest artists. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the next to the blow. This is how the song came, you know, like making myself believe, you know what?
Was it out? Was it out?
It was out. I made the first song, and the thing that really surprised me about the song is, I was just coming up. But the way I structured the song and the way I built it up, when I played it to people and told them that this is my first track, when I tell them this, they cannot believe it.
Was it the song that you normally freestyle on the Vodafone rhythm?
No. That's just a freestyle. The song is like, hey boy, I'm the next to the blow. Unstoppable sound, no better let me go. Laxmiel, the new dancehall governor. Something like this, you know. You know, by then I was just, you know, I just had this breakthrough on, you know, I think Best of the Best, the first edition. You know, when I went, I think I did massive on it. And then, you know, when I woke up in the morning, I saw my face almost everywhere on the media, and people talking about, yo, Laxmiel, who's this dude, who's that? So from that point, it was another inspiration. You know what I mean?
That you can
I can push this. I don't know. What I'm not sure about is, did I record this track first before Best of the Best, or is it after Best of the Best? I think it's way before Best of the Best, but this is how, I mean, the structure of the song was, it wasn't perfect, but it was good, like looking at my standard. You know what I mean? And the lyrics were, as a 4 song, as first time ever in the studio, my vocals were all, you know, on the lane, on track. So, yeah, it was also another thing.
The turning point now. Let's talk about the turning point.
Yeah.
Every artist have their own turning point. Now, Laxmiel, even though you are coming up, but you know, anybody who doesn't know you in the music industry might be very new. Or literally the person doesn't follow music.
Definitely.
So you actually made you a name for yourself within your craft.
Yeah.
When do you feel, or at what moment do you feel, okay, this is my turning point. This is the time Gambians started feeling me. They start recognizing what I'm doing.
The turning point was, I guess, is it that I've been performing.
Different stages.
I have been mashing up. That's something that is part of me, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
The first time I watched you perform was Lamin Willis, you know.
Yeah.
You came.
Okay.
Wow, the whole crowd was.
That's where I want to talk about, you know. So like I have been performing. I have been shutting down. I have been doing my thing anyway, in my own ways. But then I think where I really caught the love, big was at Lamin Willis. You know, at Lamin Willis. That was April 11th, I guess. It was Pajawara's birthday bars, if I can remember.
Sure.
I will never forget this day because there's a scenario that happened. You know what I mean? I was on stage due to the virtue of luck. Understand? By luck. Understand? I came to the show. I was among the performers, but Pa Masud Maham.
Okay, Hamud.
Hamud ma. Understand? Man mako call like neko I wanna pass through, I wanna do this, I wanna do that, and I'm like, munema okay, sa natal, new different flyer and things like this. Then I'm like, madam fa. So, it was a little bit tight up, I guess. Or maybe they didn't know me, or maybe they kind of didn't believe in me, something like this. You know, so it was, I can't remember. It's either Kombonka or Hussein Dada who has to perform, but their tracks were kind of giving a little bit complications and stuff like that. So I was called on stage to come and just do a minute of freestyle and just, you know what I mean, give the mic. You know, so yeah.
It was just an opportunity that you grabbed.
Yeah, it was something that I didn't play with. You know, I didn't play with because for a reason, I believed I was a little bit not believed. You know what I mean? I was not trying to say anyone is kind of looking down on me or something, but I was in my own point of view. I was being a little bit doubted in my own ways of seeing. Perhaps it's actually not that, but in my own ways, I was maybe being doubted or something like this. So it really gave me another energy and yes, another ego and another mindset of just coming on stage and just massing up the stage and making everyone believe in what I can do. And yes, with the wheels of Almighty I got the chance and I did it. I made it happen. And then, bam.
And the whole crowd was screaming.
They were crazy. I saw somebody coming on stage. Bro, I want you to step on me. I was like, what are you telling me? What do you mean? I was like, at some point I was even off stage because I had to run away from the crowd because they were overcoming on stage. You understand? So from there, it was how everything started, you know. How everything started. That was before. I did it at Club Satellites. That was in Abuko. Then I came to Lamin Willis with the same rhythm. You know what I mean? From there, Best of the Best was the biggest turning point for me, the first edition, you know. Yeah, when I came, like, it's only people that came from Manjai, I mean, in my neighborhood specifically, because I wouldn't even say everybody from Manjai knew that I was an artist or whatever. You know, it was just the people that were so close to me that really,
actually know what you were doing.
You know, understand that I was doing this. So, yeah, nobody knew me there. You know, I just came on stage with my crazy rhythm and my crazy voice and shouting all over the place. You know, I got the attention of the people. I captured their attention. Everybody started, you know what I mean, showing up love, and then it became big. Like I told you, I just woke up. I saw messages coming, you know, dropping.
That's right there.
Dropping, you know. I mean, well before, when I was even at Lamin Willis, after Lamin Willis, I remember Pajawara sending me a voice message. But is it at 6 p.m. before he sleeps? Dude, are you in the Gambia? Like, Bambo, I cannot believe. I mean, everybody is texting me, asking me, where did I got you from? I mean, have you been living here? Have you been doing music? I was like, bro, this is just the beginning. You hear me? This is just the starting of everything. But yes, we really, I mean, we are really going to see more, inshallah. But then I appreciate your chance and opportunity that you have given me.
Definitely.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to more of you.
From
best of the best.
Yeah, from
Mass
that
up.
day, I was in the crowd.
Really?
Was I in the crowd or backstage?
Oh.
But I was screaming and jumping. I was like, what the hell just happened here, you know?
I can't believe all of that.
Yeah, definitely, you know,
Yeah.
definitely. Your energy on stage,
Yeah, delivery.
your delivery,
Yeah.
and everything was just perfect.
Thanks.
Was just perfect.
Thanks, man.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, talking about that, let's talk about. It seems like you don't release songs that much.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
What's the problem? You know, it seems like when you drop it, normally you took your time
Yeah.
very well to drop songs. I think you actually have some couple of features, but your own songs that you release, can you actually remember how many songs you dropped? I think it's not much.
It's not much more than 3 even.
More than 3.
It's not much more than 3 my single songs. I mean, I think I just dropped my second single song just last month, you know. I guess this is a new month. I just dropped a song last month. You know what I mean? So I don't have a lot of single songs that are up there.
You have just 3 songs.
Yeah, or less than that even.
Less than that.
Yes.
And your name is everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
You're a genius, man.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a little bit different. At this point, I don't mind. I don't mind so much about people calling me an upcoming, but at some point, I think they're a little bit wrong. You know, because the way I do my things, and even when having an interview with me or seeing me perform on stage, there are a lot of things that you can even learn from me. I think that you cannot even learn from those people you think are big at some point. You know what I mean? Because yes, I take my time. When I'm writing music, I really take my time. It's not that I can write songs. I write songs as fast as possible. I can write 2 songs a day.
Wow.
It's normal to me. I can write 2 songs a day. And if I want, I can record them all. But what I believe is music is like a bullet. It's like a gunshot. You know what I mean? Once you fire it, it's gone. You understand? It will never come back. You cannot hold it. You understand?
hold it again,
So
man.
it's really important. It's really significant to make sure whatever you put out there. I mean, even if it is not the best thing, but let it be something that, you know, people can understand. It's a song. This is a music. This is music. This is real music. This is real. I mean, look at this. Look at the delivery. Look at the content. Look at the concept. Look at the ideas, the flow, the technique. You know what I mean? These are things that I don't play with. This is one thing why I don't release a lot of songs. And secondly, it's I was, really financially struggling. You know what I mean? My belief is, what I made myself to believe is, every bar that I write is money. This is my belief personally. I don't know about other artists, but me personally, I believe if I will have to hold my pen, or sometimes I don't write, I just memorize everything off head. You know what I mean? But I believe whatever I memorize or whatever I write is money. Every bar from Laxmiel is money. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't like to take that for granted. You know what I mean? What do I mean by this? I mean, taking it to maybe to a mini studio to record me. You know what I mean? Where you wouldn't even understand the beat and the vocals. It's like somebody that just sat at your veranda and just record things. This is also something that is really taking my time. You know what I mean? I had nobody to put money on the table for me so that I can go to this. I mean, even not standard studios, but at least better studios, and I can have a better production and things like this. You know what I mean? So this also really wasted my time. You know what I mean? But Santa Yala right now, alhamdulillah, yes, I got 3 people on board, and that are at least doing what they can, and I really appreciate. I mean, people like Hadifai of Absolute Entertainment. A very big thanks to her. She has been an influence. She has been a reason why I got my uncle, like Uncle Mo. You know, shouts to you. I know you wouldn't like to be mentioned, but I mean, this is really important. And then I must have to say this out. You know, so yeah, these are the only people as of now that are really funding. You know, helping to yes, to push things,
Materialize
to
the
yes,
movement.
to yes, to move, to make the movement strong, yes. And then they have a problem right now because I mean, Uncle Mo told me not to worry. He got everything on the table for me and told me, you know what you got, just concentrate and work. And when Hadi is there, when I call Hadi for finance or whatever, I mean, it is going to be there in maybe in a week or whatever. Or sometimes when she's too busy, yes, it takes a little bit time, but there's a problem going on. Huh?
She is always there.
There's a problem going on. Yeah, I mean, you cannot wait to see, I mean, my new projects. You can't wait to hear them. Trust me. This is, I mean, probably next month or something like that.
I'm actually waiting for the EP or album or whatever
No, the EP.
you're about to drop.
The EP.
The EP.
The EP, inshallah.
How soon?
Living Legend, the
How
EP.
soon? Living
I mean,
Legend.
That is it. That is it.
Okay, we will get there.
That is it.
I want us to talk about Collabors.
Yeah.
Your collabos are always wicked. Let's start with the Limbo one. How
Nagore.
did that came? Nagore.
Sass to Limbo. Sass to my brother.
Nagore, man.
Yeah, for what I go there, real bad man.
How did the connection came between you and Limbo?
You see?
Limbo read you. I don't know how you convinced Limbo, but Limbo read you.
Master Fo, you see, it's not about just maybe my physical appearance. You know what I mean? Most of the times, people, I think they misunderstand these things. If you were somebody that really, I mean, somebody that identifies talent, somebody that really knows music, when I spit, you will accept.
Definitely.
So they don't have music. Come ko ham music
No
nga.
doubt about that.
Understand nga? Yo ham nga music, gom nga ko, te like nga ko, te ham nga real talent. I'm not talking about hype or setting trends or trending, being a trend. I'm talking about being naturally talented. Huh? Doma muna banyal fo nga nangul ma.
Definitely.
Lolu yalla moko def. Understand nga? So ñom Limbo, these are people that have been in the music business for a long time.
So long.
They know music, they know talent, and they understand. They understand my purpose, me being an artist as well. Understand of mine. So, yes, it was all about these trends that I made. You know, these videos that have been going around. You know, rotating,
your live
rotating on live performances on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. This is where I mean Limbo, even Lixin as well. This is where Limbo saw me. Limbo contacted me directly, not even management, on
Instagram.
Yeah, on Insta. We exchanged numbers. Hey, before I know what is going on, Limbo just, bro, you know what? I got something for you. Yeah, I want to have something with you. I want to work with you. Maybe we can do a song. Like this, you know, I'm in a conversation, but cool. Balama hamlu send them a project.
Wow.
Understand? Do you have a studio that you can record it? Yeah, I have. Madam Studio. Gudi bum mako sen. Gudi bobu la ko binda.
Bobu nga binda release.
Sila binda. Gudi bobu def mako sen. I can remember it was about 9 to 10 or something like that. 11. Feka mangi talk si baye bi. Mangi talk a boy. Def mako sen ni. Within 3 minutes, 4 minutes, I started working on the song. Bala ñu gisik baye bi. Pare na si. So now only to fix up studio session. Madam record ko. And that's how everything happened. My record ko. Send ko then you have okay, this part la bugo nga adjust this part, that part. Then non lang ko, you know, that's how we made the adjustments, and then ma send ko, you know, through we transfer, ñu mix ko, guy master ko. This is how everything went.
Whoa. Boom.
Yeah.
You get all the time.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the chicken. Is it chicken head? Is it chicken head? Chicken head, let it do, huh?
Chicken head boy.
Yeah, boy. Menu land boo. That song is when the teaser was out. I could not wait. I could not wait for that song to be out. Trust me.
Sass to Lixin Khan.
Yeah.
Lixin Khan, the original frontliner, me say the Kanmuru. Sass to you, my brother. Thank you so much for bringing me up on that project. It is a masterpiece, and I really appreciate it. You know, so it's.
No, man, boy.
Tell them we no pal with no chicken head, boy. We no pal with no chicken head. Real Batman no pal with no chicken head, boy. We no pal with no chicken head. Well, young and smart, me no pal with a dopey den. Out and bad, what me sit on the bit again. Licks in can the way we roll, still about a them chicken head. Boy, get cut a funeral again. Them dirt. Anytime I step in the place, we'll heap a lies. We'll heap a times, wagga fights, but we still a leave. Up to the fair, tell you straight, original, gagan. Top satter down that follow my pattern. Boy, am my topic them depend unconquerable, undefeatable, man a dragon. Boy. I don't want to shout too much. You know, I don't want to fear the chicken head boys. But yeah, that's just how everything went, you know. Nixon also linked up.
Nice song, man.
You know, from the UK, fresh from the UK out. I don't know where he was. So, Sister Alice Len meet. And then, you know what I mean? He also made the proposal that, yeah, you know what, we can have a song. I've been seeing you on the media. I like what you do. Same thing like Limbo. And then I was like, bro, doors are open.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Me, I'm ever ready. Wow. I am ever ready. Because one thing I know about these people is, working with them, they will take me to the standard studios. Definitely. And this is what I need. So my own personal songs, why I don't record them, it's because I never had the chance to go to those studios. You know what I mean? But with them, I was convinced that I was going to get the best production. So lyrics are never my problem. So I was like,
talk about your new song. The song you did for, is it Yankuba?
Yankuba Minte.
Yankuba Minte.
Yeah.
You know, a professional baller, you know.
Yeah, Gambian international football. Yeah.
What made you do a song for this guy, you know? This is not your type of thing. You know, I know you very well. This is not your type of thing. So you doing a song for a baller, which means you hold a high regards for the person.
Yeah.
Tell us about the song and why did you do the song?
You know, my purpose of doing music, Mr. Fo, is a little bit different from other people, I guess. You know, I'm not only doing music because I want to earn respect or I want to earn money or whatever. You know what I mean? But it is also part of my missions. It is part of my vision to inspire people. You understand? Motivate them. Empowerment as well of the differently able people. And and anyone else that I can empower or inspire. It's part of my missions to do all these things. So, yeah, I used to live in Bakote. I lived with Yankuba Minte at Bakote. You know what I mean? If I can, suma fata out, lumbon bon, must know place in field or whatever we once had fun or whatever. You understand? So, yes, I think I am among the people that watch this boy struggle to make it in life. You know what I mean? Yes, even if I've never supported, but I have been part of these peoples that really watched him, fall and get up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And still stay firm. You know what I mean? So because of these reasons, you know, when he was in audience, yeah, I think that was when we started to communicate. Shouts to him, Yankuba Minte. You know, we have WhatsApp. Yeah, we were talking on WhatsApp and things like this. Well, before he was signing to Newcastle, I already knew about that. He was about to sign Newcastle or whatever because he's my G, he's my dude anyway. Yeah, Mama Yankuba, I guess, you know. So Sumandola, you know what I mean? It's my G anyway. So then after you, I'm correct. Yeah, you don't link again, you know. So boom sign Newcastle. Well, but I'm more sign so you don't. So boom sign I was like, you know what? This is another new challenge for this dude. And it has came to my notice that most times Shinja me better lucy stage be sila guy door the fire.
Sure.
Because Gambian be the fahi food lo opa. They tell us who. Understand nga? So like I was like, this is the right time pour war ko defal something lo xamne ne comme du neka only a song that they will ball but reminding him of where he came from and him being an important person now. And then, you know what I mean, that at this point in time now, you should push harder than even you were doing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So that's why in the song, you remember, there are bars that I said, few years ago, my pockets them empty, no man a rock in a Gucci and Vendi. So I was trying to tell him like, few days ago, or few years ago, this is who you were. And now this is who you are, and this is what you should be in the future.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So people didn't misunderstand. I heard other people or people sent messages to me thinking that I did the song because of money or whatever, but that is not the purpose of the song. The song had a really different purpose la am. Understand nga? Dama ko bëggoon dama man lii rek laa bëggoon pour portray ko. Understand nga? Within my own midst and level of power. Understand nga? Pour empower ko, inspire ko, ba pare motivate ko, ba pare won ko ne yow lii nga doonoon léegi lii nga doon lii nga war a dooni. How many you understand, Buba? So this is the purpose of the song, actually, to just make it short for you. This is the reason, you know, and I'm glad.
That's inspiring, you know.
Yeah.
Normally, boys in the first song, like, it's just okay. Side them the sign professional, like we go and correct with your halis. But knowing that, you know, this is the reason why you did the song, and some of the things you say, it's genuine.
It's a real story. It's a real story. There's nothing hidden about this.
That you are saying, it's like it's not like you have not been there. You have been there.
Of course,
before, and you watch all these things.
Yeah.
So definitely, as a musician,
of course,
it's right for this to inspire you, for you to write about this.
Yeah.
And tell him where
100%,
he's heading to,
of course,
and where he came from.
Of course.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, bro. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your project that you said is coming. Because we cannot wait. Laxmiel is everywhere, bossing every stage. It's high time for you to give us a project now.
Definitely.
A whole package of Laxmiel.
Definitely.
So that we can know, okay, this is Laxmiel taste. You understand? How soon we gonna have that?
You see, I myself, I am really in a haste
for this project.
For this project to land, to take place and take control. Because I believe there are people that are still doubting me. They still don't have no idea about who is Laxmiel and what he is capable of doing. You know what I mean? Like I told you, way before I even ventured into the music business, I am somebody naturally gifted. You know what I mean? My brain, I think, is the biggest thing that God has gifted me. You understand? So, and we all know when we talk about music, this is something that has to come from here.
Definitely, man.
You know what I mean? So, the project, well, it's going to happen. I think probably next year, inshallah.
Next year.
Inshallah, this is what we are looking forward to. As long as, you know, funds are coming, me, I'll be cooking. Me, I'll be cooking that. I'll be cooking.
We're looking forward to the album. We're looking for the
EP.
We're looking forward to it, definitely. But I will not cut this interview without, you know, bringing a feud or whatever, or, you know. What happened at Best of the Best backstage or on stage?
On stage?
Yes.
Like what happened?
The backstage.
At backstage?
Yes.
Like when was that?
The last edition, you know, had, you know, they said you supposed to get on stage. Some things happened at backstage, and you got mad on stage. Or either you were performing and they cut you off, and you got angry and came down. At some point, they said you disrespected the organizers and so on.
Oh, that's not the best of the best.
It's not the best of
that's
the best.
That's Lixin Khan's show.
Okay.
That was at Lixin. Yeah, that was at Lixin. Because
Okay, what actually happened, you know? I think I'm getting it wrong. It was Lixin Khan's.
Yes, Lixin. Lord, I thank you.
At
Q City. Yes, that was 13th May, I think. It was not at Best of the Best. Me, I was only given the privilege to perform on the first edition. That was the only time I was contacted. I was brought on stage. That was the first edition. But then at Lixin Khan's show, first I want to take the opportunity again. I will keep apologizing because I am not that type of person. You know what I mean? I am not here to make anyone mad at anyone, or I'm not here to mix and blend anybody. I am here for a different purpose. I'm here to inspire people. I'm here to empower, motivate, encourage, of course, and also, you know, earn my respect and also ways of living. But then it was a kind of a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? I want to say sorry to the fans and everyone that was present and everyone that has watched the video because it went viral. Sure. You know what I mean? I'm saying a very, very, very big sorry. That I promise I don't think something like that will happen again because I'm getting matured. I can deal with. I was pissed off. I was pissed off, because
Sometimes Lax can be pissed off.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm human.
Don't try, man.
I'm human, I mean, I'm not perfect as well. I'm human. So obviously, sometimes some things you will do to people, it will get to their nerves.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I was at the concert as early as I think 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? And then yes, I was supposed to perform. Xam nga rek mo am num fa demee suma waree éeg ñu ne ma kii mooy éeg 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 xam nga lu ma min di ma tobal ba boori 12 1 ba 2 ba 3 si guddi on a song of mine maa ngi am beneen show bu ma waroon a def on a song of mine ñu ne ma ne like okay only to know that at the end of the day you are only calling me to tell me well sa flash bi sa nangu da dem waaye bëgg na nga ñëw nga freestyle so pare nga dox on a song of mine so man numa gisee loolu was not pleasing because I mean by then I was one of the hottest artists.
Sure.
Killing stages. Sure. Number one. That was the first reason. And the second reason is, I mean, my studio, my job, I'm songs. How am I going to promote these songs if I don't play them? On a song of mine. Yeah, suma jaw platform bi ma play suma songs yi. Nit yi dégg suma songs yi xam ne tamit Sawaji nekkut freestyle rek la mun but he is a complete artist.
Exactly.
On a song of mine. And secondly, thirdly, maa ngi war a dem beneen show. On a song, so all these things coming together. On a song, and finally tamit ma xool suma relationship ak Lixin kan. On a song, Lixin su fa nekkoon that very day soo ko newoon ok léegi time bi 5 minutes a des da nga perform wala Laxmiel perform dan daf laa ne na Lax perform.
I'm sure about that.
Because of the love the guy has for me. On a song, so all these things coming up on my mind, ma gis nu ma guy treated, I got really annoyed. Xam nga rek I was pissed off. And then I did it the wrong way to some people. Ñeneen ñi ñu ko téye comme loo xam ne mu ngi right still but loolu passé na but ma egg rek am nga lu ma min then wone man tam because man that's how I am Master Fu. I don't hide my feelings. Understand nga man soo ma defee dara du ma ko mos a denc sama biir xol bi never I was not even brought up that way. Whatever you do to me, to be honest, su ma la feesu dee ma wax la ko I must find ways to let you know that you've made me rich to my nerves. Understand nga so man noonu laa ko defee rek ñëw on stage man foofu laa toolu woon it could have been nicer even xam nga loolu mënoon naa wàcca comme alaat promoteur ñu toog ma ne leen loolu ma def naa dina ma de ñu def ko in a phone way ma wax leen ko in a way ba xam ne ñoo mën a understand but right where I was this was the only way I could do it. Understand of mine
Foog nga génne ko sa chest
waaw foog ma génne ko and then let everybody know about this so yes I did it
I feel you, bro.
and expressed my anger xam nga rek ak suma
You're a
This is
human
like
being.
you,
Sometimes
yeah.
if you're pushed to the
my
limit,
hormones and
definitely
my emotions.
you must.
ma def ko boy.
you must bounce
Yeah,
back.
I'm still saying sorry to the Gambia and am nga rek anyone ko xam ne feel nga si gis nga si sa boppa feel nga ne it's not right. Am nga rek skatuma fu ma jëlee ba jël mic bi teg ko si suuf. That was bad because that's my weapon. Understand of mine. Su du doon ñoom promoters I waroon naa ko téye suma loxo bi because that's my voice. Understand of mine. So I apologize for that. But yo, it's done and dusted. Laxmiel is on another level. Passing out for Maxi Yenen.
Wow.
You know, give thanks.
But tell us where the citizens can find the Yankuba Minte song and Sufeke Mungi on all digital platforms, YouTube. Where can they access the song for them to feel it?
Sema na dribble like Messi, Yankuba Minte, Topola, Yankuba Minte, Gaumel ni Messi, Yankuba Minte, Taima Chepla, Yankuba Minte, Defla Lusadik, Yankuba Minte, go play them. Then me say, hey, yeah, finally I'm doing great, yeah, yala ma bless, yeah, lidu. Ye fidole yep si mine bila mane dok la benga jakaso dinga read so matope dinga jakaso dinga persu my success mo no chi dada no them all talk man a king in a ball game in a sports few years ago my pockets them empty no man a rock in a Gucci and don't know you can get this song on YouTube Audio Mic and all the streaming platforms. It's out and about and video challenge bisa guess what is on. Like Elek Ogana Elek, I'm gonna
Kubaga the video challenge.
Yeah. Fully.
Nyara nga tek boy.
Fully. Fu nekk yang ko balay xaar.
Non ñu wa Laxmiel nyara nga tek mu am lum tek ci kaw table bi rek. Boy def challenge bi. Waaw ñu def lu dof.
Yeah, man.
Alright, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming over and
Thank you.
you know,
Thank you,
doing this.
citizens.
Definitely. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview.
Yes,
I'm
peace
glad.
out till next time.
Inshallah.
Next interview as well. We out.
That's like Zone.